my dears, and welcome to Mars Musings of this week. I am tuning in from Val d'Isère, the mountains, after having had a week off in nature, really dropping in, and it's just been so beautiful to reconnect to this energy and really just being in the fluidity of life. And that made me want to tune in and to share about my tea practice. Tea has returned back into my life in the last couple of years, and it's become a daily practice over a year ago. Whereas it's really come from my Chinese roots. I've grown up with it through my grandparents and beyond, through tea drinking in festivities, ceremonies, weddings. So it was really funny that it went all the way around the world and came back to me through friends, actually white friends, I would say. So I searched the world, I looked around everywhere for different practices, rituals, ceremonies, and what it brought me back to was tea. And being in the mountains and nature just reminded me of the importance of tea. And the practice of tea is really about drinking tea, which is nature, which is the trees, the leaves. Drinking tea with yourself, connecting back in with the other, and also connecting to nature. It is such a beautiful practice of emptying out. I call it space first living, because it is really inviting us to create space in our lives. It's invited me to create so much more space in my schedule, in the way I work, in so many aspects of how I exist. And that's what the bowl of tea also represents and brings. It brings all elements of nature in the tea making process as we connect with the fire for the water, with the water element for the tea, the heat, the earth. All of it really plays into the element of drinking tea in a ritualistic way. And on the bottom line of everything, every culture really relates to tea. You have tea in different ways in different cultures. You have chai in India, mate in South America, matcha in Japan, and so many more. And I would say the incredible thing about that is that we probably all have tea in our cupboards. Some of us might be making tea in the mornings when we wake up. So it's really interesting how we can connect back to nature through this practice of drinking tea. And I am just really excited about having this back in my life. It's really brought a lot of peace, tranquility, quietness, especially through the ritualistic drinking, but also the moments of meditation that I get to share with it. And I've been really blessed to be able to share this practice also with friends around me. It's really brought back humility to me, because you're constantly learning and in the teachings of tea. And so I would really love to invite you, if you have a moment, to really drink with consciousness tea, really drink it with that presence of bringing the teas, the nature, the elements back into your life. And it's so simple because we all have cups of tea. I once had a spiritual teacher who said to me, what is your phone out of the matrix? What is your way of connecting back in? And I would say the most recent way that I've found, one that really speaks to my heart and has really kind of allowed all other practices to drop away in a way, has been drinking tea. I'm really excited because Wu De, the founder of Global Tea Hut, will be coming to Portugal in the beginning of September. I will put a link below to that, and if any of you feel drawn to come, it will be happening at Anahata Temple, this incredible space of Claire, a friend, where I've been drinking a lot of tea, where he's going to be holding some tea ceremonies, talks about tea, and I just invite you to come along if this resonates with you. I'll be there with a few friends. We'll be drinking tea, we'll be dropping in, and I just really am excited about the space to share it with you, to share it together, and to be in it as a community. I would love to hear about your practice as well, what really draws you in, what really makes you feel alive, connected, and I would almost say brings you back to your source, the elements, I would say, of nature that speak to me so deeply. So I would love to hear from you what brings you back to your source, your element, and really lets you dive back in.